pulling in. The church is in the sexual battle of its life.
If you take just a standard cookie-cutter Christian, don't do this, don't do that, it won't work.
It's going to really sweep through the church like a tsunami wave of destruction of the family.
I had wanted to fly in a jet aircraft since I was 4 years old. I wanted to be a fighter pilot.
Hey.
And so it was all I was living for.
Still think you're a hotshot? You won't last 10 seconds in combat. You know how to fly, but you don't know how to fight.
You have to understand how the enemy is personally bushwhacking you.
Alpha Bravo, this is an ambush.
I'm rolling in.
I was an alcoholic. I was a sex addict. I was completely out of control. Like I had a rope around my leg, they have a noose around their soul. And the harder they pull against it, the worse it gets. That's why trying harder doesn't work. You have to know your enemy if you're going to win. It's not just going to go away. That's the power of sexual bondage. It promises you everything, gives you absolutely nothing. It feels as if there's no hope, you're never getting out of this. But the shed blood of Jesus Christ guarantees there's a way out. God guarantees you. His word is very clear. The curse will be visited the third or fourth generation.
We will create trails in our brain that are just going to fire on an automatic sequence.
You're fighting for the very lineage that God gave you.
What a man does in life becomes history, but what he puts into motion becomes his legacy.
And if you will break this curse, then your sons and your daughters have a better shot.
It took me 3.5 years, but I'll tell you now, you know what I'm having the joy of? Is sweet revenge. The very thing the enemy used against me as a weapon, now God is forged by the hammer of his adversity that he's brought in my life, by the hammer of his challenges, by the correction of my soul, and he's formed it into a weapon, and I'm taking sweet revenge against the enemy. And that's what God has for you.
One bad day determine who you are and how you can fly.
It will put a weapon in your hand that you can conquer and begin to help other men.
I believe in you, Roberts.
Now are pretty. They're pretty concerning. The stats that are, some of them even popped out in that video. 68% of church-going men these days admit to seeking out pornography on a regular basis. And 30 to 50% of church-going women admit to struggling with some sort of unwanted sexual behaviors, including pornography. So the evil one is really doing a number on us these days. And so we're really excited here at Tallgrass to try to lean into this conversation. It's not an overly comfortable one, but we want to start to normalize this conversation because we believe that freedom and health really is possible. And so that's right. So we're starting to offer this Conquer series. It's going to be a DVD set. It's going to be it's going to be free 5 nights, starting not this Thursday, but the following. And we're really excited to lean into this. I've watched it. It's pretty powerful. It's pretty compatible with a lot of the things that I've found that really do actually work to help us to gain freedom. So this series is not going to be just for those who struggle. The power of this is that we want to get equipped as men to help one another and to help our children, for our sons and our daughters, because of course this is not Satan is not a respecter of age here. The stats are also telling us that 9 is the average age of first exposure to pornography now. And that was true for me in my life. That was when the junkyard dog first bit, and it didn't let go for years and years, to the point where I struggled to think that I would ever have hope to get free. But we can do something together, and this series is going to be a part of that. We're excited to lean into this together. We also know that this is not just a men's battle. The stats are telling us pretty clearly now this is not just a men's battle. This is a person battle, a human battle. So we're in conversations about what it might look like for us to engage the women. And if you'd like to be a part of that conversation, come talk to me. I'd love for us to work together on what that could look like. But the men are going to get started first. So this one is going to be for men. My challenge to you is that everyone sign up. If you're a man, whether you are currently struggling with this issue, God is going to use you to be a blessing. We are going to need each other in this battle. Our sons, our daughters, our brothers, we need each other. And so this is going to be a great first step, I think, towards that. So my challenge is for each of you to sign up for this. Let me know via that email address. You can talk to me in person. And let's go ahead and move from a defensive posture to an offensive posture with this. I'm really excited for what that can mean. And so there is real hope in the struggle. And so, yeah, that's it. Conquer series, it's starting up in a week and a half, so hope you sign up. The last little note here is Satan definitely does not want you to sign up. So I'm going to end it there.